speech, but I don't know if I want to read it word for word or what. But in the past 10 years, I've lost 4 pregnancies, which I'm going to try not to cry on that. Put me in a really deep depression, in a really dark place, with a lot of anxiety where I didn't want to be around people, I didn't want to leave the house, and I just became really unhappy and unhealthy, and I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about my body. And I would binge eat. I was an emotional eater, so I would binge eat so much until I was sick that I would starve myself the next day and not eat at all. So I had a hysterectomy in March of 2015, and I knew that it was going to go one of 2 ways, that I was going to do something to improve my life, or that I was going to just continue on a downward spiral and gain a bunch of weight and just be more depressed. So what happened in December of 2015, I had been watching my coach, who's my coach now, build up his business, become really successful, had a wonderful transformation, and at that point I knew that was something I wanted to do. I've been a caretaker most of my life. I take care of my mom and my mother-in-law. I have a 15-year-old, and I have a husband, and so I've always taken care of everybody else and not myself. I put myself last. And I just wanted to end that. I wanted to be a part of something bigger. I didn't have time to go outside of the house and find a job, and I wanted something that I could do in the house, but still be able to work on myself. So I just decided on New Year's Eve, I called my coach on the phone. I'm like, that's it, I'm ready right now. I don't care if we had a New Year's party, like, sign me up, I'm ready to go. And I just went head first. I just came out of the gate running. I just went head first into it. I was so excited. I started the 21-day fix mainly to teach myself how to eat again with the portion containers. Because, like I said, I would just binge and then I would starve myself. So that's originally why I started, and plus I'd seen a lot of success with my own coach and several other coaches from that. So when I did the 21-day fix, on my first round, I lost 13 pounds and 7 inches. So I decided to do another round, and I lost another 15 pounds on that. So after the 22-minute hardcore came out, and that was actually right when we did the Super Saturday the one before this. And I tried the workout here, and I really liked it. So I was like, this is something I'm going to do. It's totally outside of my comfort zone. Just going to get into it. And I did that 8-week program, and I lost another 15 pounds. So I'm down 45 total. And I never felt more confident, stronger, like really from within. And I just really started my mindset. Personal development is so important, you guys, because that's something like I didn't really want to do in the beginning, and I didn't really feel like I had time to. I was taking care of everybody else, so I was like, I don't have time to read. So I started downloading all of my books. I got The Compound Effect, which is something that's recommended by top coaches. I got Eat That Frog. So those are some things that really helped me to put myself out there and become more comfortable and more confident. In my first 3 months, I signed up 8 coaches. And I got the title of Success Starter, and I won my ticket to Summit. And I just thought that was so awesome because it was in Nashville, and so it couldn't have been more perfect. It hadn't been in Las Vegas or LA, I don't think I would have been able to make it. And I remember telling my husband in the beginning, I'm going to get this. I'm going to win this ticket. I'm going to work really hard, and I'm just going to do it. He was like, well, good luck with that. And I just couldn't believe it when I finally got that email that said, congratulations, you've earned the title of Success Starter, and you won your ticket to Summit. So it was just a lot of hard work that I put into it, and I was really proud of myself. At that point, I had the confidence I needed to be able to share my story, to be able to contact total strangers, and find out what their goals were. And I didn't want to be that salesy person. I had those people that were trying to push products on me. We all know what the other competition products are, and I won't say. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is something that's a lifetime lifestyle change. So it's not a quick fix. It's not drink Shakeology and lose weight. It's kind of a combination of all of it. So it gave me the strength I needed to push on, because I knew that now I had people looking at me, looking for me to show up every day, because I was inspiring them, but they didn't know that they were inspiring me as well. The fact that they were telling me all the time, oh, you inspire me, I'm so proud of you, it just gave me the fuel I needed, to kind of move forward and to just keep going no matter what. So not only did I want to be a good example for my son, but I realized that success is possible. Like I met you at the last one, and you're the Star Diamond Coach, right, Angela? What's your name? And I knew, I saw that, and I'm like, she's a local coach. I saw Caitlin, and I saw Lauren, and I was like, this is totally possible. And my why became bigger than just myself, bigger than just really even my son. And I started to think, I want to be able to buy my mom a house and a car, and I want to be able to bring my husband home from his job so he can work on his books, and I just want to be able to have that freedom, and maybe be able to hire somebody else to do the caretaking for me sometimes. So one thing I realized is that I was only going to get out of it what I put into it. So I started putting in long hours, every day, and my husband would laugh at me and be like, oh, you're really into work over there, you're just typing it up. And I was like, I'm just so excited to share this with everybody. And even if people would say, I'm not interested, I don't want to buy that, I would say, hey, you know what, that's great. If you know somebody who's interested, please, just let them know, and I'm here whenever. If you decide you want to get started, I'm here for you. So that's just kind of how I felt about that. And I realized, that I had to really make my why bigger than my excuse. So what you have to do is find a program that works for you and stick with it. Follow it through, from beginning to end. And don't be afraid to share your story, because that's the biggest thing. People are afraid to talk about themselves. They're afraid to share their story because maybe they're embarrassed or they're ashamed. But maybe one thing that I said today might touch you, might be relatable, maybe help you to get that extra kick in the butt that you really need. So you can't be afraid to share your story, and you have to be relatable to others. So, and just be brutally honest with yourself. Like, are you doing everything that you're showing everybody that you're doing? Are you, when you say you're doing the workouts every day, are you really doing the workouts every day? Or are you just kind of, oh yeah, I'm doing the workout, post a picture that maybe you took a few days ago or something. Maybe you've done it before. Yeah, maybe. So you have to ask yourself, are you living up to your own expectations instead of what you think everyone else's expectations might be of you? When you decide to become a coach, people are waiting for you to fail. They're like, what is this coaching thing? This is something, maybe they never heard of it and they just think it's silly. You don't have any certification unless you get certified to teach insanity, like Lauren did. Which I really commend you on that, because that's kind of a tough thing. And I'm thinking I really want to get certified. I just don't know what in yet. But so, you have to believe in the products. You have to be a product of the product. You have to drink your shake every day, and you have to commit to a program and just post about it every day. Don't post about Shakeology, exercise, everything all in one day, but pick a topic that you're most proud of that you did that day, or talk about your Shakeology and why it's helped you so much. And my biggest thing was having to get over what everyone thought of me and how silly I might look, or how stupid I might look, or people might think that I'm trying to sell them something. So you just got to kind of figure out what works for you, but don't be afraid. Add people to your network and just start talking to them about regular things. You don't have to go right into it and just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. You want to do it with me? Because that'll turn people off. So just kind of find something in common with people. Add people to your network every day, and just stick to your programs. Stick to what you say you're going to do, and invite people to join you on your journey, because all of us here, we're on a journey, and it's ever changing, and it's always evolving, and there is no end goal. So if you try to set yourself up for an end goal, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. So I just pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. I didn't read it word for word, it just kind of came to my heart. But I just want to leave you with something that my coach said yesterday at Super Saturday in Tampa. It's a quote that he found, and it says, don't tell people your dreams, show them your dreams.
Amen.